105.1 FM, the music muscle of the show. It is Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It is 4 minutes after 5. And you tune into the Drive at 5 and the Annie Man Show. I got myself in the building, Mr. Menard Montreal in the building, and I got my partner G-Man with me today, and we're going to have some special guests coming in a little bit. We're going to have a great conversation. I want you guys to keep us tuned in. We're going to have Dr. Kim Jackson, and we're going to be discussing a lot of things she has going on in the community, and we're going to let you guys know how you can support the cause. All right? I want you guys to stick around and stay tuned to more of the Annie Man Show right here on 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the show.
Never know in the world that's gonna be more than me.
This right here, tell me why.
105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows. It is now 10 minutes after 5. You are tuned in to the Drive at 5 and the 80 Main Show. I'm your host, Montreal, and I got
your partner G-Man
in the building with me, and we have a few guests with us. Dr. Kim Jackson, how are you? Glad you're here. Hey, what am I? Is it just me, or do y'all hear Puff Daddy?
I hear Puff Daddy. You hear Puff Daddy? Speaking of Puff Daddy, you know his Los Angeles, Miami, and New York homes got raided by the feds today.
No!
Yeah, so that means that there's a case going on. When it get real like this, it's going to be popping.
So you mean I hear Puff Daddy?
Because we're talking about Puff Daddy.
Yeah, yeah. So Pete did it. Yeah, we gonna be missing.
So ain't no more did he do it, did he done it.
So you think, did they say why? Is it because of the
I don't know why.
SA?
They just said this
Nope.
morning they raided all his homes looking for him.
No.
Yeah.
It might have something
So
to
they
do
had
with the Tupac.
Had the guns out
Or
and
the big-
everything.
It could be
Got
so
something
many
to do
things.
with everything. They done raided all his homes.
Man.
They finna nail him to the cross.
Man, bruh.
I really hate that. I mean, I feel bad for all the victims. No, that I really do. This is terrible. But come on, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see how
I
this
knew
play out.
something was funny
The man
when
is innocent
Usher
until
showed
proven
up down there with Russell Simmons. I knew something was funny. When Usher pulled up on Russell
Russell
Simmons down there in
Simmons.
Ballard.
Like, hey, man, they finna get on us.
They gonna come question me about this, what I need to say, because, you know.
Oh, man, I ain't even think about that.
You know, they said Diddy did something to Usher back when he was young.
They said he did something to
Usher said that, it was some funny stuff going on.
Yeah, him and
Justin Bieber said it too.
Hey, I'm
I
telling
think,
you.
I think the only
Wow.
reason Usher escaped is because of his mama. I think his mama had her claws in and she was
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of watching like, this is what we're not going to do. I'm going to send my child up there. I know he's talented, but this is what we're not about to do. I think that's the only thing that saved him.
We're going to see what happens
Yeah, we about to see
as
how
it
this
unfolds.
Yeah. But you know what? We've been hearing rumors about Diddy since day one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Tell you, ever since Exhibit said something about it in Superhead book.
Man, when Clive Davis came out the closet, I said,
don't go to none of Diddy's party.
Clive Davis gonna tell everything.
Hey, even Uncle Luke was like, I used to go to the parties early and I leave early. Know something going on if Uncle Luke gonna leave.
If he can't take the pressure, you know it's
Hey, something going on.
That's a pressure party. That's some pressure.
So Kim,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna get into some community stuff and what you got going on here in a minute. But I wanna ask,
Yes.
are you a Freaknik alumni?
Yes, I am. Unfortunately, I am.
No, you was a part of history, girl.
Part of history.
I had to kind of make sure I was not in the documentary. Yes, I am
I was looking close too.
I am a
Like,
heavy Freaknik alumni back in the 90s, yes.
oh
Yes,
man. So am I. We had a great time.
Yes,
Now somebody popped up today and said that they was gonna sue because they were showing pictures that wasn't even from the Freaknik. Like somebody posted a picture from a Silk Suckers and Sundress event
and concluded it in there.
and was putting it in the lineup of pictures during the Freaknik, and the lady was like, "No, that was not at the Freaknik. That was at a Silk Suckers
I mean,
and
'cause you gotta
Sundress
you
event.
gotta think,
They
back
was
then,
not even
all we had
dressing."
was a little camp. People was pop out their
Yeah.
cars. And I mean, there had
Right.
to be people that just had some money.
Yeah.
They would come down there prepared and have camcorders and stuff.
Right.
Most of the time, you wouldn't have cell phones like that, so
No.
people weren't going live. You literally had to, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
keep that
Yeah.
footage from all those years. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you
Like,
one of them click cameras.
That's what I'm saying.
Click.
But stuff was happening in such real time. You really didn't have, people was on top of cars.
Right.
And stuff. You really
Yeah.
didn't have. I mean,
It was unreal.
You had to make memories in your mind.
It's something that
Yeah,
you
'cause
can-
like-
it's.
After I went the first time, I was like, I'm not going back without a camcorder.
Yeah,
I ain't care what I had to do.
you gotta capture it because it's
I
just
went
one
got
of
a
those
credit
things.
card just to get a camera.
That is the first time I met Jermaine Dupri because at that time, Jermaine Dupri and Escape was not famous at the time.
Right.
So he was trying to put them on. The Brat was out.
Yep.
So
Right.
I think this was like probably 93, 94 when I started going. And so it was nothing to see Jermaine Dupri and Escape. You know, he put them out there on the side of the road, and they would just be blowing on the side of the road. And so, you know, Jermaine Dupri would just be walking the street. You know, he had the braids and stuff.
Looking crazy.
And just looking crazy. And the Brat would be out there just rapping, like literally in the crowd. And people popping cars. We would just jump out of our car and we may jump over in G-Man's car and just, we didn't even know him.
I know people just
Just like
jumping.
that. Just like
I know I had some girls I never knew ride some blocks. When y'all gonna get out?
You know, I think the scary part for me as a female is when I look back when they said in the documentary about the hotels. I'm like, we never booked hotels.
Right.
We just went
Just
down
took a
there.
chance.
We went down there, and somebody would be like, "Hey, this guy over here got a block of rooms at this hotel," and so we would literally just go inside a hotel room, and it may be 100 people in there. You get in where you might get up for days, so you might crash on the side. Somebody else might be over here drinking or whatever, and it was just like
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
It was just
You
like that.
fall asleep where you are.
You just fall asleep where you are. Like it was nobody. I don't remember anybody having their own room.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No,
You
man.
just took a chance and went.
You just took a chance and went. You just gassed up and you just ride, and you just continue to circle and just
I
ride.
think the
Is it?
only way we could secure a room is because Pete lived there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get us a room.
You had somebody.
But you can best believe it's gonna be about 20 people
Yeah,
in
it's
the room.
gonna be
Oh,
like
yeah.
at
Yes.
least.
Yeah, people calling on the way. Y'all got where y'all staying at? You almost don't want to tell them. You tell them like we about to pull up.
Well, you know the classic used to be like that too. Down
Oh,
there.
my
The
goodness.
Classic
Once
used
upon a
to, it
time.
changed like that. The classic used to be it. It would
Yeah.
be literally a show of where when I started going and they started dressing down, I was so shocked because it used to be where people were coming in with fur coats,
Showed enough.
heels,
Showed
everything.
enough.
It was a total fashion show, and so that was a big thing back then too. Is the Birmingham Classic like that?
Man,
was
what?
was
I
it.
mean, I literally remember the days we used to really be sharp, like
Yes, I'm talking about sharp.
and walking around the track sweat.
Especially when ones coming out with them fur coats and
Man,
stuff like that.
what?
When you in Alabama, you got that New York gear on. I'm
But
like,
this the thing,
you know what I'm saying?
you didn't know what weather you was gonna
You
get.
did not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you been
you
hoping.
did not.
Yeah.
Because some years
Yeah.
it would be free. I remember going in there some years and they had those little, Escape had started wearing those little fitted outfits at the time.
Mhm.
So we had the little button down outfits on and they were like little thin, and they were tailor made.
Freezing.
Yeah.
So it was probably you couldn't if your coat didn't go with your outfit, you just walked around cold. So
Yeah.
it doesn't make a difference. You may get down there, it's maybe 60, it may be 20.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, you just got to keep walking around looking cute.
Hey, man, I remember we went. I was in college, my second year, so we was just got in a room. It was a whole bunch of us in the room at the Ramada. So my mama come to the room. She's like, "Wait, it was some girls. Like, where y'all staying?" They like, "We staying in there. Where y'all staying?" We all staying in there.
We all
We
stayed
all
This
staying
is our room. This
But
is
how's
our
y'all
room.
getting dressed? You gotta go fast.
Real fast. Yeah, it was like I said, it was hard to get the hotel rooms for the classic too, like that. You had to book
Oh, yeah.
Way in advance.
Parking. You know, that was a come up for the people, locals down there. I remember people standing on the side of the road, you know, making money on parking spaces.
Sure enough.
Because the closer you could get to the stadium, you know what I'm saying? You
Lord,
could pay
have
you could pay some money to try to get that close parking down there at the stadium. So them
They be
folks-
down there
and that's the
finessing.
thing.
They be
Oh,
down there
God.
finessing. You standing in somebody's
Well,
house.
that's the
Hell,
thing,
you
though.
parking all in their yard, taking their
Yes.
money. Don't even be that
That's
person.
what I'm saying. They take your ass because you don't realize the part of town that you're in because they just built that stadium down there,
Yeah, right in the middle of the hood.
So people down there, they're like, man, you
How
got
do you do that? They do that everywhere.
Yes, they sell
My
it. So
worst
they
mistake.
sell
Mercedes
it.
Benz.
Ever.
I'm talking about this in the heart of the bluff.
So you don't know when you coming into the city, you know, they just like, man, I got these parking spaces. You be like, man, this ain't even your house.
Hey, they finessing you to
They sell
death.
the parking spot, and so you
$10,
double park.
man.
They done already promised that, you know, it may be some girls that come
Man.
down there early and like they done bought up all the parking spaces. When you come down there, yeah, you can get these parking because they don't care because they finna dip. And you done
Man,
bought
they
parking
parked us
spaces
in somebody's
house.
backyard, bro. Cars on top of each other in somebody's backyard,
Yes.
like. So one person just got out their car because you couldn't get out. It was
Yeah.
like So then one dude got the car, he just starts sawing on these people's trees.
Oh my God. You stuck.
I'm sitting in the car. I want to leave so bad, but we blocked in all the way around. So we literally, it's another house right there. There's houses on both sides. So I'm like, forget it. I rolled up.
Because there's nothing you can do. You can break it out.
You just
You stuck.
I'm just there. I
ain't no
go
getting
and
out.
roll up. I'm like, I'm watching people cussing, people going out. I'm like, this is crazy. So I'm not really caring because the dude I'm riding with, he's not even in the he's not in the car anyway. So I can see it. Yeah. I'm just looking all around. Look, I'm sitting there looking all around like, what? And when the dude got out with the saw and started cutting the tree, though, I said, man, something might happen.
Yeah, because other than that, you stuck.
Yeah.
Ain't no emergency. Ain't no.
But I don't know what made us think that was going to work out good. I do not
I
know.
just think it's adrenaline. I think back,
Just be there.
no, seriously, back during that time, I think, we're so organized with stuff like that. We got these apps and stuff back then. You didn't have all that communication, so you just literally knew when you went someplace, you got to wing it. You got to go for what you know. And just, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what part of town you might be
We
in.
didn't even have no GPS.
You ain't got no nothing. You got a map,
Got
real
a map
map.
in a book this big.
So that, if you get lost in the wrong place, so if you got a local that say, hey, y'all go down here and turn left, and y'all get them down in them houses down there, you got to make it happen because you got a string of cars behind you. So pretty quickly, you got to make a decision and get over there and get out the road. Because
what?
Yeah, or you gonna be sitting out there in the street missing the game.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's crazy.
Times have really changed. I tell
They have. We're gonna turn everything into parking lot pimping. We don't even care about going in the event a lot of times.
Every time. Hard to be outside.
Outside. I don't know when the last time I went inside of A&M homecoming. Like Alabama A&M.
We went down there for something.
Every time I stay outside at the tailgate.
We just tailgate.
Yeah, that's all I do. I'm a tailgate guy.
I don't even know if they was they tailgating in. I guess they were. I was so busy trying to go inside trying to look cute.
Yeah, they was tailgating for sure.
So have you been since they have the dog houses on the side?
No, I haven't. It's been years since I've been to down there to the classic.
Like they I guess what you call the things where you can just hang out though in your little own dog house.
Oh, was it like tiny houses?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's inside the stadium.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Tell them what you got to pay for that.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
you probably got to pay. Yeah.
I
You
wonder
got to pay.
if that's a step above the little press box area up there, or that's a totally different.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Down there in the dog.
It sounds like something different.
That
might be the place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That might be the spot. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Might
like,
be a
this
little
spot,
more
y'all.
fun in the
That's what I'm
dog
saying.
house.
I'm thinking this more the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else, yeah.
It's not that fun when your team getting blowed out though.
No,
Just in a cool
Yeah,
spot.
you just there.
Yeah.
just in a cool spot.
So guys, y'all want to take a little break and then we're gonna come back and get into some serious conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I need to talk about at some point how crazy my rant was on the internet this weekend.
You crazy.
Yeah, man. I gotta apologize to some people. I was,
You got in trouble.
man, what?
You got in internet trouble.
Man, I got in Charlie Sheen trouble. Like,
All I caught was the apology. I missed
No,
the
you
minute,
didn't
so
do
I
that.
was, I had to go back to the pay. I'm like, what
I done took that.
What have you done to yourself?
The man had to release a public statement. I'm like, what have you done?
Man, too much. Too much. I have to admit, I was wrong. You ready to take a little break, G-Man?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, all right. Won't you guys stick around and stay tuned to more of the anime shows right here on 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the show.
You must have been cutting up.
Help me to remember
Ooh, I'm on fire. The night has just begun. My only desire is to have myself some fun. I've got money, but nobody, no one to call my own. Feel so lonely, I'm tired of being alone. From head for the city lights, dance where the blues on my light. Go to a place I know where the party people go. It's one of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. Yeah. It's just one of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. Life is for living. I'm gonna have it all. Gonna check out what's happening and have myself a ball. Gonna step out from the shadow, step into a groove. Got to put out this fire. There's no time to lose. Some head for the city, alright, dance where the blues on my life. Go to a place I know where the party people go. It's just one of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. Well, it's just one of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. It's just one of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. One of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. Neon city lights showing me the way. Take me to the heights. Gonna burn all night till the break of day. Dance, get down tonight to get up, get down tonight. Put on your dancing shoes. Dance, get down tonight to get up, get down tonight. No, you just can't dance. Get down tonight to get up, get down tonight. You should be dancing. Get down tonight to get up, get down tonight. And head for the city lights, dance where the blues on my light. Go to a place I know where the party people go. It's just one of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. One of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. I'm on fire, my desire got to take me a little higher. Dancing. I got money, but I'm lonely, got nobody. Would you help me? Dancing. One of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. It's just one of them nights, one of them nights you feel like getting down. Get down. I got money, but I'm lonely, got nobody. One of them nights you feel like getting down. Whoa. I'm on fire, one of them nights, gotta take one of them nights you feel like getting down. I'm on fire, my desire, gotta take one of them nights you feel like getting down. Get down tonight to get up, get down tonight. It's just one of them nights, get down tonight to get up, get down tonight. Like getting down, get down tonight to get up, get down tonight. Get down tonight to get up, get down tonight. Get down, get down, get up, get down.
105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows. It is now 20 minutes before the top of the hour. Tune in to the Drive at 5 in the Anime Show. I'm your host, Montreal, and I got
your partner G, man.
in the building. And we got a couple of special guests here today. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Yes, hello. I am Dr. Kimberly Jackson. I'm the founder and executive director at Crossroads Community Outreach.
All right.
And I'm Kenesha Mixon. I'm the case manager for Crossroads Community Outreach.
Awesome. So
I also want to add, hey, this is my classmate right here.
yeah.
Shout out Coffee Class of 92, baby.
All right.
But yeah, I just want to put it out. She was also the show's Woman of the Year.
Sure was. Congratulations.
Yeah. She doing a lot of hard work in the community. I know when I first met, I didn't even know she was doing this. And at the time that I met her, she was not only helping with the homeless, she was making sure kids got to school. You know, she was really advocating for the youth and for the homeless. And I know it get hard dealing with kids. So, you know, to turn the whole focus onto the homeless and helping the homeless, hey, it's tremendous. It's tremendous. And we're going to let you talk a little bit about how you got to where you are.
Yeah, repeat.
What did she say?
Yeah, well, we couldn't really hear you. So
you couldn't hear me.
repeat who you are and everything.
I am Dr. Kimberly Jackson, and I'm the founder and executive director at Crossroads Community Outreach in Florence. So, and I'm a native of Florence. And like Jeffrey was saying, born and raised here in Florence, graduate of Coffee High School, class of 92. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's my old alma mater as well. Graduated in the 1900s.
Oh, boy, we go way.
That sounds old, huh?
It does.
That's what the
graduated in
kids.
1900s, too.
That's what the kids. Hey, the kids be like.
She
Really?
wasn't even born.
I wasn't born.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
No.
Hey, the kids be asking us if we was close to slavery or something. Y'all was in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Like, y'all real old.
Yeah. So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's go on and get into it. So, like I was saying earlier, when I didn't even know you were doing this at first. So, just tell us kind of how it started. Because like I said, when I met you, not only were you advocating for the homeless, you were working with kids too, making sure they got to school and things like that. So,
Yeah. When I started Crossroads, I was working my regular corporate job. And I was getting ready to finish up graduate school. And so God literally gave me the vision for Crossroads and had me to come off my job. So I literally quit my job back in 2017. He gave me the vision at the end of 2016.
Okay.
I quit my job full-time 2017. And so when we connected up there at the barbershop today, you remember we got up there and you were collecting coats. During that time, I had just started, and God had he gave me a long list of stuff that he wanted me to do, and I was like, I'm not a social worker, I don't have the skill sets to do this, and he just promised me that he would send the people that did have it to do it. He just needed me to kind of be the visionary for it. So
Right.
when I saw G up there, I don't even know what I was up there for. I was up at the barbershop for something. I don't know if I was taking the boys up there. But G and I saw each other up there. Like I said, we classmates and stuff. So We sat there, we were talking, and he was collecting coats. He was like, as a matter of fact, I got some coats and stuff in my car.
Yep.
And
You
I
had
said,
some
cool,
coats.
that,
Yep.
that exact day.
Yep,
So
sure
we
did.
literally took the coats out of his car that he had and gave me the coats that I needed, and I started distributing those coats and stuff that he gave me out on the street. And then we started getting calls just randomly from people that needed assistance for advocacy. So one of the first things that we had was a young girl that was over in East Florence. She was within a 3-mile radius of the school system. So, you know, in East Florence, there's no sidewalks and stuff.
Right.
So the little girl was probably about 6. And so her mom saw us post out about, I think it was our Easter event, I think we had posted out. She saw that and reached out to us, and she was like, I just need some help. So we advocated, sat down with the school system and worked with them, and that's when we found out about the rules about the school system. So if a child is within a 3-mile radius, they have to walk. So, and they cannot catch the bus. So we worked with, look closer. You still can hear me?
Yeah, let's get a little closer. Yeah.
We worked with the school system and got volunteers together in order to get the child back and forth to school. During that school year, worked with the city council, some of the city council members, and took up money. And so we've done a lot of advocacy work with the school, the summer feeding program. Jeffrey has helped with that as well, where we turned the summer feeding program into a summer camp.
So do y'all still do that?
Yes,
I do
we
remember
stopped,
that.
we stopped doing it during COVID. So when
Okay.
COVID hit and they stopped doing those enclosed spaces like that, we slowed down on it. But we've been back in contact with the Food Bank of North Alabama about revamping that back up again.
Right.
Jason Graham, which is also, he's on our board of directors. He is the Handy Recreation. He's the new director over there. So we're working with him also about revamping that program up there and getting some more solid programs over at Handy Rec.
Okay.
We, you know, people ask all the time why we, you know, focus so much on that area over
Right.
there. And it's, the kids are in walking distance. So, you know, that access and ease of access to reliable and safe programs and services, I think, is important. You know, when you're, and we know that as kids, when you're walking around, you got some stuff going on with you or whatever. And so it doesn't take a split second for somebody that's up to no good to get a hold of you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Somebody around the block, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, hey, man,
exactly.
get in the car. So if you got something positive like that, that would give that child an alternative that's within walking distance. Like if they on their way to the store and they like, hey, come over here and shoot some basketball, or hey, we got this camp over here. We want something that will lure those kids in as opposed to them getting off on the wrong path. Because that idle time with kids, you know what I'm saying, can be awful. So, you know, Jeffrey, during our summer feeding program, you know, would come in. He did, his daughter came in 1 year and did a hip-hop dance class for us 1 year. Shout out to Jordan. And then Jeffrey came in and taught the kids about rap. He did a rap session with the kids, and they were just like, you know, he brought his equipment in.
Oh yeah, my man Reg.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
He
let
brought all the
kids-
equipment
He
in.
brought the equipment in and let the kids, and that just made their day. Just bringing that to them, as opposed to the parents having to sign up for something, pay a fee, and that kind of stuff. So we do a lot of advocacy work in conjunction with our homeless services that we do day to day. You know, which is serving the homeless people that are living out on the street. But our main focus is just, you know, trying to make sure that anybody that's in need out in the community, that we advocate for them and that they have a voice. A lot of people just kind of get lost in the shuffle,
Right.
and just don't have a voice or somebody to advocate for them. So whenever that need presents itself, we just make ourselves available and use our platform to be able to advocate for, you know, for folks that are in need.
Okay. So if people need your services, how
Yes.
do they get in contact?
They can go to our website, which is www.crossroadsco.org. We're also on Facebook. We're on Instagram as well. So they can check us out there. They also can call us or text at 256-284-2218. And so they can reach out to us, any of those sources, to get in contact with us.
Okay. Well, great. Well, check this out. Do you have people that's there, the same people that's there, or do you have like a turnaround of people?
We have a combination. So we have people that the government considers to be chronically homeless. So those are people that, for whatever reason, gets caught in that gap And so it's kind of hard to navigate them out of the system. And so
Right.
those are people that are usually suffering from some type of severe mental health issue or substance abuse issue. And so, and they don't have family connections and stuff. So those are people that are chronically homeless. They've been out on the street for a year or more. And so those are repeat ones that we see, and they're harder to house. So they either have something on their background, it's hard to get an ID. So even if the opportunity to get housed, which is hard, we know that affordable housing is hard to get to, even if that opportunity presents itself, just their background and how they present just does not open the doors for them to have available. And the same thing with shelter. So when you've got somebody that's schizophrenic or bipolar or have PTSD, that's a veteran, when you try to put them in a closed-in shelter type environment with a lot of restrictions and rules, they just cannot. They just cannot cope with that. Where you're saying you got to be here at 6, you cannot leave to such and such time. And it's a lot of people moving around, and that it just kind of gets in their headspace, and they have to be able to kind of roam a little bit.
Right.
So we set our services up, our day services, so that they have that ability to just kind of free flow. And so it makes it look like people just kind of in and out, but you got to understand who you're serving. So you can't serve that population the same way you would serve, other people. You have to understand what they're going through. If you're going there, if you're hearing voices, while you're trying to eat and that kind of stuff, you got to get up and kind of walk it out. So you got to give that person that space to be able to do that and then come back. You know what I'm saying? And so we allow that, and like I said, they just may need a minute. It's too much noise in the space. It's too many people talking and that kind of stuff. So they just need a minute. So you can't be so restrictive that you say, oh no, you got to sit down or you got to eat from this time to this time. So we always allow them. We got carry outs that they can take, grab bags that they can take and go. Because you just got to be able to kind of morph your services to the people that you serve.
Right.
Because other than that, you just do them a disjustice if you just kind of set your rules and just be like, okay, you got to fit into this. It just doesn't work that way. So, and then a lot of our stuff that we have, our sponsors that we have, KFC. Shout out to KFC and Muscle Shoals, Starbucks here in Florence, and Chick-fil-A in Florence. They have been huge sponsors of ours of supplying food source for us, so that we have a steady supply of food to give out. And so that food is not just for the homeless. Anybody that presents to us that says, I need something to eat. Like Kanisha was out today distributing food. As soon as we get it, we get out, and if they say, hey, I would like to have, can I have, I'm hungry, can I have some of that?
Right.
We make that available to anybody that needs it. Yep.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yep.
It's great to know we have services like yourself here.
Thank
Now,
you.
tell me this: how does is the city supportive, or do you find it harder trying to help people than it should be? I'm just,
What was the first part of that question?
is this area is the city supportive, and
I'll say it this way. I will say that the city has a hard time. I think the city has a hard time understanding what we do.
okay,
I think it's because what they see, and sometimes it just takes a time to sit down with somebody and ask, like, hey,
what's the vision, or
yes, what are you doing?
Right.
As opposed to just assuming. So a lot of people consider, like, if you tell me, hey, I'd like to have something to eat, and I give you something to eat,
Right.
and you leave and you come back tomorrow, they feel like that's enabling you to just stay
Okay.
stuck there. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
you just you're staying in that situation because
somebody gonna come feed
yeah,
you.
so if they feel like if they just remove that that you will just
Go away.
go away. You will
Okay.
just not be hungry no more, and you will just not be homeless, and you will just
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate.
okay.
I mean, I may not understand, but I can see kind of where you don't
Yes.
want to invite other people from other areas
Yes,
to come into this area because it's going to be like a pretty cool free ride.
that is true. The people that we serve, 98.8% of the people that we serve are homegrown. These are
Okay.
people that are from this area. You know what I'm saying? They're from the Shoals area.
Right.
These are not people that are coming in. People that are from bigger cities are accustomed to having resources available to them.
Right.
So as soon as they get here, even what we provide, they realize that's not the level of service that they're not going to.
Right.
They will literally be stuck there forever. So
Right.
if you're used to being in a city like Detroit or somewhere in California or New York, and you go to a downtown rescue mission and they take you through the system, you can
Right.
readily quickly
Right.
get back on your feet
Right.
if you want to. What they realize here, so people that are from somewhere else, they don't stay here long because they realize even with what we have, and I tell people all the time,
It's not as much as
it's not.
the bigger cities.
But nobody stays homeless for a hot dog. Like, I don't know anybody that would. People that we serve,
you
are
know what? That
living
makes
on,
sense.
the
That
people
makes
that we
sense.
serve are living on the street. Like,
Right.
this is somebody that's living in an abandoned house, or they're sleeping on the concrete. It's it's windy outside. Stuff that we're trying to get. It's 99 degrees outside, and you're sitting out blaring hot. And just think, now you're dressed like you're dressed now for this weather.
Right.
But if the weather changes and you're stuck outside, you got to roll with whatever somebody done gave you. So if the last person gave you a sweatshirt and it ends up being 99 degrees, you're outside in the hot weather with a sweatshirt and boots on because that's the last thing that Jeffrey gave you.
Right.
Under those conditions that the people, when I'm serving somebody and I'm having to meet somebody and they're up under a house or they're living in a park or a wooded area, these are people that are literally living on the street and they're living in garbage bins and things like that. I'm like, I cannot in my mind imagine anybody wanting to stay in that situation just because they're like, oh, we
Right.
know Miss Jackson's gonna bring us some hot
Chick-
dogs, some Chick-fil-A, so
Right.
I'm just gonna stay
Yeah.
out here. Because once that Chick-fil-A is only gonna last for a minute. But you got the
Right.
rest of that 24-hour period that you're sitting out there freezing cold. I can't imagine somebody in their mind thinking, I'm gonna stay stuck like this because this lady gonna keep bringing me some
Right.
shit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
I get that.
And if they do, you gotta know that something's mentally wrong with
Right.
that person. There is
Right.
something wrong if a person says to themselves, man, I'm not trying to get off the street. I'm just trying to stay out here. You know what I'm saying? Those are people that we get connected with mental health services because something traumatic has happened in that person's life where they would rather opt to live that way than they have checked out. Usually that's somebody that has had both parents die at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
Tragic car accident. And now all of a sudden, both of your parents, you close to your parents, they gone.
Right.
Then next thing you know, your wife gets a cancer diagnosis. And now, you know what I'm saying? And then your daughter finds out that she's sick as well. And so you have
Right.
all this stuff. So they just be like, I can't
I
do
can't
life.
deal.
I
Yeah.
can't do life. So those people are needing some type of services because if a person does choose that type of life just to get that type of service, something's wrong. It's a red flag.
Right.
It is a red flag.
That
So
makes
it
a lot of
has what
sense.
we do has little to do with the food and stuff. That is to me, it's almost equivalent of when you go to a funeral or you go to any event and you have food and you have music. It's a way to connect.
Right.
It has
Okay.
nothing to do with what you're serving. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So when
Yes.
you go to your class reunion, you don't remember, oh, we had Swedish meatballs. You remember seeing an old classmate that you connected with, like, man, you remember when we was in 5th grade?
Right.
You don't care that if that lettuce on there, you didn't go there for that.
Right.
You got it. It's like, it's the little extra thing. It's kind of the icebreaker. So
Yeah.
when we serve food and stuff like that, that is something that we do to connect that person, and we keep showing up because people need to know that you care. And the only way they know that, and you know that with people that you love, if you love somebody, you're going to show up.
That's true.
You're going to consistently show up. Even if that person is presenting themselves, they may have quit their job, y'all may not be getting along, and both of y'all married, so you understand that. Even
Right.
if that other person is like, man, they getting on my nerves today, you're going to continue to show up.
Right. Yeah.
That's what love does. It just continues to show up that way,
I
no
agree.
matter how that person is presenting, because sometimes you present in a bad way.
Right.
But that person continues to love you and keep showing up. So you don't want to be like, okay, well, you had a bad day, so you don't get to eat today.
Right.
Ain't no food for you today because you cut up. So it doesn't work that way. We got to continue, and so when we have that, when somebody may have, we'll have somebody that we get a lot of work, especially when where we were located previously. We get a lot of work release people that don't, because when you're in work release, you're homeless.
Yeah.
You got nowhere to go.
Bottom line.
And to stay in the work release center, you have to have some type of money.
Okay.
So because you have to pay for your stay there. So the bags and stuff, the mesh bags and all that kind of stuff. If you
Right.
don't have family, you cannot have access to that stuff. You have to get that stuff.
Okay, right.
So if you don't, you imagine going to a job interview as a man, because y'all like to dress nice.
Right.
You imagine being in this situation and you trying to go to a job and you don't even have something basic like a bar of soap.
Wow, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for men, that's the other thing when it comes down to serving the guys that we serve.
Yeah.
It's a blow to your ego as a man when you can't provide anyway. You see what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
You can't. You don't even have the
totally agree.
basics. So it just kind of messes with your mental when you're trying to do. You tell people, well, you just go get a job.
Right.
You got to be in a mental space to be able to go in there and present yourself and
Right.
try to sell yourself to somebody.
Right.
I
You know what I'm
totally
saying?
agree.
But when you're sitting there and you're like, I literally did not even have soap and water to even bathe to even get here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we try to take away that stigma of that and try to treat people equally. And we've
Yeah.
seen the success. We've seen people.
That's what I was
come
gonna
from
ask.
off the, oh my God, we've seen people come off the street and into housing.
Yeah.
My center director that runs our center, when I met him, he was out on the street, literally
Okay.
living out on the street. And he was suffering with mental health issues. So he had a hard time getting into housing because he couldn't get past that interview process. Because they would just, when they start bombarding him with, we need this, we got to have this, we got to have this. And not having somebody there as an advocate and also being a man, not being like, I don't want to just say, I don't understand what they're asking me.
Right.
You're
I
right.
hear you. I do not understand what you're asking me to do. So he would just take his stuff and just kind of fold it up and be like, okay.
Okay, cool.
And so he would just not get housing. So when we started advocating for him and showing up with him at the meetings that we had, we were able to get him over that hump and get him into housing. And he's ran our center for the last 4 years.
Oh, that's
and
great.
like I said, and got him into housing. So, and we have a lot of success. I get Facebook messages all the time where, somebody they're telling me, I'm 2 years clean. Miss Kim, if y'all center had not, and it's just an interim of time.
Right.
It is just a 6-month period that person was going through a hard time. They'll tell me, thank Nisha and them, we appreciate when we came down there, the girls came down there, hugged us and was nice to us. It was just a little short period of time. Now they married and got kids and they going on doing their thing. But for that period of time, they didn't have nothing.
Right. Okay.
And so they think to themselves, I don't know what I would have done had your services not been available. And they wasn't there for the thing. They needed that connection. And so it builds a bond. And Kanisha will tell you that we're bonded so much with the folks that we serve. They're just like an extension of family. So when they see us out, it's love. They don't ever shy away from us like, oh, I don't want nobody to know I was down at Crossroads. No, they like, we're a part of y'all family. Like we're in this together.
That's great.
We're in this together. And so, like I said, that is, I think, is the barrier that we face there. And so we're working on some things going into this year with the city of trying to sit down and trying to explain what it is that we're trying to do. We also want to work with the city to understand what it is like, because there's a gap between what we do and what problems it may cause for the city.
Right.
So we're trying to bridge that gap to try to figure out, okay, how can we continue to serve in the way that we've normally been serving without causing some type of hardship or problem from the city? Because we can't see from their side. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about police and that kind of stuff or somebody littering, because once we close in the aftermath of that, we can't see it.
Right.
So having that open dialogue to find out, how we can do this so that we're not causing, because we need to find out what the aftermath is, what I'm saying, when we close up, so that we can work together in harmony, because the homeless population is not going anywhere.
Well, I want to ask you some questions about that. We're going to get into it. Let me do a quick tag break for the station. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows. Want to thank everybody who's checking us out on all of our streaming platforms, iHeartRadio. Man, we are on iHeartRadio. What else, G-Man? Twitch. We're on Pandora. We're on
Spotify.
Yeah, Roku channel.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, we're all over the place, guys. Make sure y'all check out online newspapers,
Worldwide.
showsupnews.com. And check us out, man. We got a lot of local news, a lot of worldwide news. Y'all do not want to miss that. Make sure you tune in each morning, each day to our gospel channel. Over in Franklin County, we have WKAX, man, the Winning Worship Radio with Miss Janet, man. And Janet's back. We're glad to have Janet back. But make sure you check out each and every morning after after our oh Lord have mercy. After our help me out, G-Man.
You know.
So you're getting old.
I'm getting old.
Be like, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say?
Ricky Smiley Morning Show, guys. I'm
There you go.
sorry, Ricky Smiley.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, been a long weekend. No, I'm Mike.
Like, man,
I don't know what you say.
Yes.
I don't know what you talking about.
I tell y'all that G-Man just looked away. Hey, but look, thank y'all though. Y'all can check us out on our social media too. We are on TikTok Live. Shout out to all our people on TikTok Live. Yeah, make sure y'all check us out on Facebook page. And we're gonna give a car away. Give a car away this year. Straight up.
I need that car.
I need to do to get this.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you. Go, y'all. Hey, go to search Knox Media Group on YouTube and go to our YouTube page, subscribe, and then you can leave your email address in the comments and then like and share. And you'll have an opportunity to win a vehicle from us this year. We will be giving away this year. Yeah.
Y'all don't report me as spam now, because I'm about to go in there. I'm about to be light as shit. I need that little extra car.
Hey, I know that's right. Oh man, I'm telling you how people be doing me. Hey, can I get the win that car? What you think I'm just gonna go in there like, oh, my boy want this car?
Just go ahead and put his name.
Yeah.
Make sure your name get pulled.
Hey, we got some other stuff, man. Like, you know, we have Your Life Remembered here, where we do a lot of embroidery, we do screen printing, we do heat transfers, we do cups, we do ties, we do hats, we do everything. Like, if it can be created, we can make it. We'll do it right here at the spot. All right. So make sure y'all hit us up at 256-367-0887. We have the 360, you know, the little 360 thing where it spins around.
Camera, yeah.
Yeah, the 360
The
camera.
booth. The booth.
Yeah, if y'all need that, y'all hit us up. Like
Got the
straight
big
up.
one too. Got
I
the
didn't
big
know
one.
that. We should have got that.
We got the big one. All you gotta do
we're
is
gonna
hit
get
us
that,
up.
because we're gonna start doing that little singing thing you was talking about. You know,
All right.
That'd be great. Your Life
There it
Remembered.
is.
And we do y'all t-shirts for y'all too.
Sure enough.
So I make y'all some. What y'all coffee high school class or what?
92.
Word up. Yeah, y'all know y'all can come right here. All y'all look. This for everything too. For everybody get ready for their frat. Everybody's crossing. Y'all know these people crossing. Everybody's crossing. Have all the lines crossed yet? No. I seen where some queues have crossed. You know, the springtime. Everybody's crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, if y'all know anybody crossing, y'all come on, holler at your boy, man. Again, 256-367-0887. Or you get in my inbox, I'll put you a deal together. I be putting a deal so good together, Pastor give me. He's trying to give it away. Trying to tell y'all better holler at me on a good day. Telling you. Hey, so look.
Don't be putting that out there. You got to retract again. Now, come on now. You're like, you know what I said 2 days ago? Yeah, scratch that. Scratch this.
Yes, man. Hey, I did. Look, I'm going to get into that later, too. Because if anybody saw that video, you remember when the dude that used to be Knight Rider, what was his name?
Hasselhoff.
Yes,
When Hasselhoff was on the floor eating that hamburger.
Yes. Was that you?
You felt like that, yo.
And his kids was recording it.
That was him.
Look at Dad. Look at how stupid and drunk.
You went back to the 90s, didn't you?
Hey, that was him.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
I was cussing.
That's real.
I did. I took it down. Want to apologize to everybody that saw that. Look, if you had a chance to screenshot it, I hope you went on got it. You
Oh my God.
Be famous with it. Yeah. Then I took my little rant down too. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate all the uplifting words and everything, but I never seen y'all know so many people comment on my rants. Like, I can promote something positive all
They
day.
ain't got nothing to say.
Nobody they ain't buying a ticket or nothing.
Positivity does not hit the algorithm.
Yeah.
It does not. It
But
does
love
not.
y'all and thank y'all so much. And of course, like the powers that be, no one wants to see me on the internet on my off day
No.
releasing my stress.
No.
We gonna say it was a mental moment. If I find out the person who took over my Facebook,
You was hacked. Oh, you were. Oh, now you were hacked.
if I find the person who hacked
Acting
my
like Gucci
Facebook,
Yeah, I was hacked. I was
That
hacked.
wasn't me. I was asleep.
Tell them it was AI.
it was AI.
It was AI. That wasn't even you.
Hey, I don't know.
Well, it was AI. That was not even me. I was cloned. It was not even me.
It was artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Somebody out here trying to ruin me.
They're trying to set you up for
Trying to
failure.
set me up. So I apologize and I thank y'all for the love and send me some business.
Like, man, AI done got me again, y'all.
got me, y'all.
Hack changed my password.
Man. They did, y'all. Look, them tell the lie. I mean, them not telling the lie.
You got to tell a lie.
I'm trying to bounce back. You know what I mean? I had that post and delete thing going on.
You know we love a
in my
good
life.
bounce back now.
Man, what? I had to admit my wrongs. I'm trying to change my life, people. What?
Have you ever been swallowed?
Swallowed.
Swallowed.
Look, every spring I lose my mind. Like I had them college flashbacks. Man, what?
Had a freak Nick flashback.
I had the flashback, man. I just come down there and see you at camp, and it wasn't Freaknik, but it was like it.
It was just like it.
You do that type of stuff. Now.
Yeah.
That stuff had you in the hospital.
Yeah, I ain't going down that road no more.
No.
We left that way in late.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I was staying there, baby. I said I wanted to go to Freaknik like I never left. I'm gonna pull down there with a hot top fade with a board. Right there, have on me a salted dog shirt.
I don't
What they
think-
looking like down there?
Hey, I'm telling you, had the Alpine cassette.
No,
Man,
no,
what-
please
Pull
don't.
out.
Don't do
The
it.
pull up.
So they can call you OG.
I'ma
No,
pull
don't
up
do
on
it.
them
Don't do
folks.
it.
OG.
Don't
Have
do
a
it.
gold chains on like
No,
Kid and Play.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Y'all think we'll do it?
No, don't do it.
I almost got stuck.
That's why I said.
I
I'm
had
like,
the airbrush pants or something. Like with my face
BBD.
on the shirt. Like this. Yeah. Hey, let's take us a break, y'all. We're going to take us a break. We're going to come back and talk to Dr. Kim Jackson and her cohort right here on WZ. What's her name again? Tell them folks.
Nisha.
Nisha. Okay, Nisha.
I got a common black name.
It's simple. Nisha.
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 Okay, man. Y'all stick around and stay tuned to more Andy Man right here on 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows.
You know whose sister that is, don't you?
Who's sister?
Kawan.